We did talk about Monday Night Football. We had 2 games last night. Big win for the Bucs. Comeback win. Baker Mayfield on a 4th down play scrambles, picks up a 1st down. They go down the field. They score. And the L.A. Chargers get it done in Las Vegas. They are now 2-0. And one of the interesting storylines in the game with the Raiders was they showed Tom Brady in the booth up with the coaches watching the game. And Peter Schrager reported during the broadcast that Brady meets with offensive coordinator Chip Kelly multiple times a week to go over things. And so after the game, Pete Carroll, the head coach of the Raiders, was asked about the situation with Tom Brady, and it went like this.
Pete, there was a report that Tom Brady meets 3 times a week or so with Chip Kelly, goes over film with him. We saw him up in the booth with a headset on. I just was curious your thoughts on that level of participation with Tom Brady.
Yeah, that's not accurate. That's not accurate. That's not accurate. We have conversations. I talk to Tom. Chip talks to Tom regularly. I mean, we have a tremendous asset, and so and we all get along well, and we respect each other, and so we just talk, about life and football and whatever it comes, and he has great insight. So we're lucky to have him as an owner.
So it feels like there's some different stories being told about Brady's involvement with the Raiders, and I look at it like this, and I can understand people think there's a conflict of interest, and he was just in Kansas City calling a Chiefs game, and then he's up in the booth watching the Raiders and the Chargers. If everybody knew this when they signed up for it, if they relaxed some of the restrictions, then what's the point of being concerned about it now? Like they've let it go this far. He's now involved. He's calling games. If they didn't have a problem with it enough then to put their foot down, why even bring up the discussion or be weird about it any time now afterwards? It feels like this is what it is, and if Tom Brady's going to be there, he's going to be as involved as he wants, and people can complain about it, but the league let it go, and they relax the restrictions this offseason anyways.
Right. I mean, they never should have let him be an owner in the first place. If that was going to be the concern, they never should have let him be an owner. Or they should have made him pick and say, look, if you want to be a minority owner, okay, you can't call games for Fox. So that would have been the most sound thing to alleviate all these concerns. But clearly they've allowed him to do both. So you can't really complain about it. And who knows, the truth is always somewhere in the middle. So I'm not sure it's to the extent that was reported, as Pete Carroll kind of pushed back on. But at the same time, I'm sure he is helping out in a big way. And it's impossible to think he's not taking the information he's learning, especially calling a game that involves a divisional opponent, and not applying it to them.
I just think they want Tom Brady to rise all boats, all ships with his rising tide impact. So it's very difficult because Fox helps make the NFL what the NFL needs to be. And why would you take away somebody who is going to generate more money for Fox, which in turn is going to generate more money for the league? It's to me, it feels like it's an easy situation to work through. And for what it's worth, it's not like the Raiders are that much better. That should be added. It's not like we're looking at this team that now that Tom Brady is on it, like you're looking at a team that it shows signs of being the new Patriots team that he was on. That's not generally how this works, and it doesn't matter the information that he is able to ascertain during the course of his time of working with Fox. Really, you're going to prepare to be able to call a game, see what the storylines within the game are, relate them to your experiences in the game, and be done with the game. And the people that he can have contact with are people that he probably would already have contact with anyway. That's already been discussed. It's already been gone through. There's no reason to even act as though like Tom Brady has some type of unfair advantage by being a part of the Las Vegas Raiders. You know what his unfair advantage is? That he won more than anybody else. That he's Tom Brady. That's his unfair advantage. And there's no reason to punish that. That's how I see it.
How much information are you actually getting from teams if you're calling one of their games? Like how much intel?
You get a lot. You get a lot. I mean, especially if in your production meetings, sometimes it's a little more guarded. It's a little different. But when you're calling a game because you're there, you're on the field, you're talking to coaches, talking to players, you get a lot.
Okay.
That's if they're willing to give you a lot.
So that interaction on the field before the game, you would probably get more of the quote-unquote juicy stuff than you would in
it's
the
based off of
meetings.
Relationships, man.
Yeah, I mean, you could be reaching out to text guys, call guys, you might bump into them. It's not so much like, just because you're on the field before the game necessarily. It's the relationships that you have.
Yeah.
If you're on the field, you don't know anyone. Who are you going to talk to? You should randomly run up to guys, and what do you think they're going to say to you? But you get enough where you should be betting on games, if you're in that position. You should be telling anyone what you know because you hear a lot of stuff. So it's definitely provides an advantage. There's no doubt about it. And now it really comes down to, are people going to tell Tom Brady stuff that could be used for the Raiders' benefit or for his benefit? That's the interesting part to all of it. And what's amazing about it is Tom Brady's obviously the GOAT, so he doesn't really need much of anything. If you really think about it, Tom Brady doesn't really have to talk to anyone. He can watch film. He can interpret it how he wants. And he can basically just kind of sit there and call it how he sees it.
And it's fine.
Yeah.
It's
and
more
there's
than
not
fine.
one person that would second guess that because of, his ability to say how he feels and whatever he thinks, and no one's going to question it because of his success.
Well, with that being said, if you do tell him something and it is used against you, you're never going to go back across that bridge again. You're never going to go down that road again. So there's a level of integrity that Tom Brady, which I would assume as bright as he is, he understands that, being in the businesses that he's in, that you don't violate those trust codes. There are things that will probably be discussed with him that go far beyond what the public will get a hold of, ever. And those interactions and exchanges will take place. If it becomes knowledgeable, if it becomes public domain, then there had to be a reason and a way that it became that. And if Tom Brady is some way connected to that, being a part of the media, I don't give a damn if you're Tom Brady or not at that point. You've now disqualified being Tom Brady, and he's not above that. That I know for certain. He could get chin checked just like anybody else, and he knows that.
I'm out.
So I mean, you're not going to just
now,
go violate like that.
Him?
If I had to,
how would you chin check him?
it doesn't matter. I don't get it.
chinchilla?
I don't get into talking like that. I'm just saying it is what it is. But I am a chin checker still at 47.
Yeah,
Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted.
How do you chin
That's right.
check?
Man, shut up. You keep talking, I'm going to show you how to
Why? I'm
how you
asking
get
questions here.
Yeah, whatever.
What do
That was
mean?
you. You were the one. Go get a belt, Jonas. Go.
What do you mean?
Go get a belt. Okay, and come back. Come right back. That was you as a kid.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't say that anymore these days. They'll come get you. What do they call it? CFIS? CYS. They'll come get you, man.
What is CYS?
Child youth services.
Child Protective Service.
CPS. There you go.
That's it.
There you go. CPS.
I mean, this isn't Adrian Peterson, ripping a branch.
You just
off
never
a tree.
know, man. And some people felt like that made them good kids getting that branch. I used to get the bigger branch, not the little one. I didn't want to switch. I wanted a branch. I'll take the physical.
I remember my older brother in woodshop made a paddle as his project for my mom to use on us.
On you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
on you, because
yeah.
I could tell by your line of questioning that your mom wanted to spank you,
But he drilled holes in it
so
you
that
could
they
cut
didn't
it.
take the air away. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's
Take
really
away
well
that
done.
air resistance.
Yeah. Really well done. But
Anyway, I'm just saying. I think it's overstated to say that we can't use Tom Brady because he's getting too much information that gives him an advantage with the Raiders. I think that's overstated.
by the way, he's gotten better as a broadcaster this year. He's getting a lot more comfortable, and
You're not going to hear anyone compliment him, though, because they're going to try to hate on him a little bit. But to your point, he sounds much more comfortable in the booth.
yeah. So, yeah, we got your back, Tom. Let anybody chin check you.